Hey guys, welcome back to RHR Jen. I'm so glad that you're here, guys. I have such a good show for you today. Okay, so I know you know about that Harper's Bazaar. I've been all over that Harper's Bazaar article and talking about how crazy it is. The backlash from that thing has continued. People calling her even more tone deaf, even more ridiculous. But you know what's fun? Harper's Bazaar, they left the comments on. They left the comments on Instagram. So let's buckle up and read some of those because they are great. Let's take a look, shall we? If you're new here, I'm Jen. Make sure you're subscribed, hit the thumbs up, leave me comments, as all of those helps YouTube to recommend my videos. I sincerely appreciate it. And if you do get the chance to hit the hype button, that helps me so much. Thank you. Today, I'm genuine leather. That's right. I'm wearing this knee-length leather dress. I don't know if you can really tell in this thing, but yeah, I like this. I thought this was really fun. It actually zips all the way up the back. I don't know if you can see it, but anyway, there's my leather dress. Ooh, shall we call me mistress? Let me know. Anyway, let's take a look at the comments and why people are getting such a kick out of this, because those two are ridiculous, but Meghan right now just seems to be just absolutely scrambling and desperate and all the things. So let's take a look, shall we? So who could forget the Harper's Bazaar? And by the way, hello. There is no way the editor and photographer liked her, because if they did, they wouldn't make her look like this. What am I looking at? It's really bad. I'm not, I always say it. I'm not into body shaming. We all have weird stuff. We can't help. I say that all the time. Okay. But this is, what was it? I think it was Think Beautiful pointing out this was after Photoshop and whatever software you use to make photos look better. This is after that. What's happening? Why? I'm trying to make right. Let's do that. I don't think I can. Hold on. Seriously though, that's bad. That's a really bad photo. I know I don't like Meghan Markle, but I'll tell you if I think she looks good in something or not good. I'm just telling you, this is a bad photo. It really is. Ugh, it's not good. All right, so here's Harper's Bazaar on Instagram. That's where I went to find these. I could not stop laughing at this picture. This picture especially cracks me up. I know we've been focused on the other ones, like the Diana of it all, where she's cosplaying Diana and like doing the save move. But do we really look at this photo? Because two things pop into my mind. Okay. I don't have sleeves, so I can't even show you what I'm talking about. But do you remember as a kid, you take your sleeves, you do this, you put your hand into the other sleeve so it looks like you've got two hands. You take your other hand and you it makes it look like a heart's beating. Do you know what I'm talking about? You do this under your sweatshirt. Was it just me? Okay. That she looks like she's playing some sort of weird game like that. The other thing that came to mind, like two people will get this reference. Hi, you know who you are. Greg, you're watching, you will get this reference. Okay, here goes. On Taskmaster, there was a task, I can't even remember, it was an audience task where Stevie from, was it last season, Love Stevie, had to do, I can't remember, something surprising. So she sat there through the interview kind of like this, and you really didn't notice, but one of her hands was fake. She pulled out her real hand from inside her coat. That's all I could think about with this. Sorry, that was a long way to explain. This is crazy looking. She's hiding an extra hand. Okay, let's read some comments. Authentically mediocre, because they use the word authentic all over this thing, and everybody's calling out what authentic? Why would you put authentic with Meghan? No, thank you. Why are they pushing her onto us? I don't know. Literally, no one cares. After trying so hard to copy Diana and Victoria Beckham, they're trying to push that she's just being her authentic self. I've done separate videos where I show how she's not being her authentic self. A lot of people pointing out the dead eyes. I think you forgot to tag her PR team for this paid piece. That's what a lot of people were saying in this, is there had to be some sort of something that changed hands, because why? I love how natural Meghan looks. So plastic. Sorry. No plastic surgery needed. Sorry, I did not mean to say that. No plastic surgery needed. Okay, so one person felt that way. The announcing herself in front of one person is absolutely hysterical. Now, have you heard this? This is the cringe crown jewel, if you will, which, by the way, will be the closest that Megan gets to crown jewels. Okay. During the interview at a grand brownstone, as mentioned, okay, borrowed from a pal. Okay, side note, I have a very clever friend, and my very clever friend suspects, we can't prove it, we just suspect, could it be Gloria Steinem's brownstone? Because when Megan was in New York, she talked about going to visit Gloria Steinem. And I think she actually mentioned a brownstone. So just a hunch. Just a hunch. Let's see. Nothing says self-made like mooching a mansion. Megan's house manager literally announces her entrance like it's Buckingham Palace. So the quote is, "When I enter, the house manager announces Meghan, Duchess of Sussex, even though we appear to be the only other two people in the house." I believe that was according to New York Post. Can you imagine? Can you imagine? Let's see. From now on, I shall be Lady Goosington. How shall I be announced when it's just the Gosling and I? She'll be like, "Mommy, I need help with my homework." I'm like, "No, no, no. Lady Gooslington is entering the room." That is so stupid and so pretentious. Seriously, what are we doing here? Why? And I actually don't. I don't. I just feel for the house manager that's made to do that. That's so stupid. Just two people there, the interviewer and maybe a photographer stylist, no crowd, no event, just awkward silence broken by a formal herald. For what reason? So she can what? Make her presence known? Can you imagine? And then what? Okay, let's play a game. So let's say that this house manager announces this. Does she faux humble? Like, oh, it's just Megan. Never. She needs that title. She needs to wear it like a badge of honor. But do you remember when Harry started doing interviews after they split the royal family? He said something like, "Oh, it's just Harry." Mm-hmm. Bet her. I bet his wife was pissed, and I call her that because I know she would hate it. All right, let's keep going. Just announcing yourself. What pretension! Oh, I love it. The Robert Downey Jr. Rolling your eyes. Yep. Horrible pics of her. Absolutely. Let me guess. Flower sprinkles. That's right. I'm sure. I wonder if she gifted anybody with flower sprinkles. I wonder if the house manager did not introduce her with her title, if she chunked the flower sprinkles at the house manager. You should have photographed her on, on a yacht. She knows her way around a yacht. Soulless, green barfing emojis. Duchess of okay. A lot of yacht references. I'm afraid these images are not very good advertisement for any of her beauty routines. Yeah, it's not, they're just not good photos. Again, I think people go into this in the comments. I don't care if you like or dislike Meghan. I would just say fundamentally, just look at the photos. They're not great. All I can think of is who did she tick off? Probably everybody on the, photography crew because, stylists, all that stuff. It's just nobody wanted to help her out. Maybe she just thinks she looks great and everything. I suspect it's probably that. Meghan, who supposedly can't stand the British monarchy, somehow still loves calling herself a duchess. Therein lies one of the million hypocritical reasons I can't stop talking about this. Meanwhile, Catherine, the actual future queen, doesn't even bother using her titles when talking to people. Funny how that works. Exactly. Something that I will never forget and I will continue to talk about is, do you remember when both Catherine and then Meghan did the CBeebies, the children's program, where they introduced themselves and read a story? Well, Catherine introduced herself as, "Hi, I'm Catherine. I'm here to read a story," whatever it is. Meghan said, "I'm Meghan, the Duchess of Sussex." No kid no grown-up cares, but no kid cares. No kid cares. That's so stupid. Who are you trying to impress with that? Sheesh. Without any other commentary on her, honestly, how many articles, interviews, shows, podcasts, documentaries over how many years are going to be framed as her finally telling her own story? Has she not only done that since leaving the royal family? This is just so tired. So that's such an excellent point. All this length in this video, I haven't even said that because I'm so transfixed on how stupid the pictures and the article is. Yeah, absolutely. How many times is it going to be the victim narrative? She finally gets to tell her story. She's finally broken her silence. She hasn't shut up since she left. Her and Has No Balls both. We've seen it. We've heard it. We've discussed it. We've called out the lies. What else is there? Um, I mean, again, like, how is she going to, she's going to end up writing a book. How's she going to frame that as the untold story, something like that? I don't know. It really is crazy at this point. I'm confused. A cover with someone who claims she wanted to stay out of the spotlight. That's right. They want privacy. Don't look at them. Did hair and makeup get stuck in traffic? Uh-huh. She looks like she got stuck in an elevator. But I don't mean stuck in an elevator. I mean, like, stuck in the doors of an elevator and everything just kind of squished and her hair's kind of and like it's just kind of a weird look. Why the title? She said she hated the British monarchy. She experienced terrible moments out there. Why she continues with the title when the Queen told her that she cannot monetize with it? Maybe because the title is the only thing she has now. Hello, I think about the same thing. Unless we not forget, she wrote down HRH. I've covered so much of her stuff; it runs together in my head. I think it was the Jamie Kern Lima thing. She dropped off a present, something along the lines of she dropped off a present because Jamie Three Names was having her in-laws visit or something. So Meghan thought she'd drop off a little present, and signed it. I believe we saw the card said HRH. Come on. Again, if you were just doing it to be nice, you wouldn't even have had to sign the card. Jamie's a billionaire or close to it. She, I'm sure, has securities and security and very aware of who's coming and going and dropping off things. So you didn't have to sign it. She signed it to get this acknowledgement and because she's sucking up to a very rich friend. Ridiculous. Okay. Another picture from the article, and then we have what happened to the styling of this cover. I don't know either. Forging her own failure again, just like she's finding her own voice again. I can't wait for Prince William to be king. I know. I think the same thing. This one is one of the most horrible magazine covers I've seen. I agree. Again, I don't even care that I like or dislike Meghan. I just don't get it. I don't. I mean, honestly, of all the dumb stuff she wears, I don't even hate the outfit. It's just that I don't understand what they did here. This is the least bad outfit she wears in it. So the other ones, it looks like 10 layers of crap on her. I can't make sense out of it. The fact that she has to have her title featured on the cover speaks volumes. And then we have Catherine having her Wimbledon moment. I love Catherine. Unfortunately, I'm now canceling my Harper's Bazaar because this. Was the makeup artist in the room? I see there is one credited, but what exactly did she do? I don't get it either. Now, I have noticed Uncle Daniel, as she calls him, has not been seen in a little bit. Has he been markled? I don't know. We'll see if he's in this Netflix special, but honestly, that doesn't really tell us much because they could have gone. I mean, they already filmed all this in advance, so they could have still been talking at that time and maybe gone their separate ways since, because I remember hearing that he had allegedly like deleted some of her social media stuff, and then now they're not really acknowledging the other one. Can you imagine? I mean, they're as bad as each other, so they deserve each other. It's just, could you imagine thinking that you're real friends with Meghan Markle? Let's see. Was the makeup artist in the room? I see. Oh, I read that one. Regardless of your thoughts on Meghan Markle, it's not a very good photo shoot. I don't know if this is deliberate. It's terrible photography, terrible hair, terrible makeup, and it's just bad lighting. Yeah, I agree. It's just not good. I tend to think the same thing. I think it looks pretty awful. No, no, no. How do I get this off my page? She is not Duchess of Sussex. Okay. Harper's Bazaar is a dead magazine. Meghan Markle will just expedite the demise. Is everyone at this magazine blind? That made me laugh really hard. Yeah, so I'm gonna leave this here. This is, I mean, all the comments are like this. I did see a lot of pro Catherine comments in there, which I love. A lot of people asking what a Harper's Bazaar was thinking with this. What's funny though, too, is not just that they left the comments open. Let me show you something real quick. Oh, that picture's so bad. Okay, so I just pick a random one here, and you can see. Well, yeah, that one's got about. Sorry, I can't see those tiny numbers. 2,600 comments. So again, if it's supposed to be this big article, big publication, that's not a ton. It's really not, in the scheme of things, a ton of comments for something like this. It's not. Like this one here only has 326 comments. So yeah, I don't know. She's just not, I mean, she's not getting a lot of comments, and the ones she's getting are not good. So again, I just don't think they want us to think she's super popular and this is a great piece. But I saw like 4 people putting hearts in the comments and saying, "Yay, Meghan," whatever. And then the rest were just like, "What is this? Why are we doing this? This is stupid." Anyway, so that's going to do it for me. You've got to let me know your thoughts in the comments below. As always, thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. And I hope you enjoyed this as much as I did. Let me know if you had a favorite comment that you read in Harper's Bazaar. Don't read Harper's Bazaar, but if you are on Instagram and you want to laugh, scroll through the comments. Let me know if something new pops up. But that's going to do it for me. I got to get this off my screen before I scream. Scream. Okay. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. I cannot wait to bring you more stuff like this. Listen, as more stuff comes out, I'll be talking about it. I don't know what day this is going up, and it doesn't really matter. It'll go up soon, but we're coming up on Thanksgiving week. I'm still going to be here posting and stuff. Might just be a little different schedule. We'll figure it out as we go. But for my American geese, happy almost Thanksgiving. I'll try to figure out something to run on Thanksgiving. I don't know what yet. Maybe, I don't know, something about what we're thankful for. I don't know. Figure out something there. But as always, thank you so much for being here and for supporting the channel. I really appreciate it. I can't wait to bring you more stuff like this, and I truly hope you all have the best day. Take care. Bye-bye. Hi, how are you? I love this dress. I think this is so fun. Yeah, sorry, I'm stuck on my carpet. Hold on. I don't get it. I think she's like manically spiraling. I think she's trying to do anything she can to get attention. I think she's just hoping for a miracle with this Netflix show. And I mean, that's coming up soon. And we just got our first promo. And that was just because Catherine had something going on. It seems like she wanted to like try to steal thunder from that. So I don't know. It's not set up to do very well, if you ask me. They don't seem like they have a lot of faith in it because they seem to be trying to cash in and ride on Catherine's coattails. And that's not going to work out well for them. But anyway, all right, that's going to do it for me. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. And I hope you all have the best day. I'll talk to you again soon. Bye-bye.